The world changes, you might have to change the strategy, or you might get the strategy wrong, in which case you have to change the strategy. So strategy is a more fluid thing than execution, which is the other side of the table. So how do you execute? How do you mobilise large numbers of people to execute properly? And that's when he said, well, it's pretty simple. What you've got to do, you've got to line your people up in the organisation, you've got to get them excited about standing together shoulder to shoulder and competing aggressively on the outside of the organisation, but somehow organise them so that they collaborate superbly on the inside of the organisation. And if you don't take anything else away from this meeting today, I suggest you write that down. Compete aggressively on the outside, collaborate superbly on the inside. Very easy to say, very hard to do.
The essence for me for leadership, I think, is step one is to care, to actually care about the organisation, the objectives, the projects, whatever those things are. But the most fundamental of the lot is to care about the people. I think if you don't care about an individual or care about a team of people, I think you've got no chance of leading them successfully.
36, I suppose I was when I took over at Legal and General. I remember got this vivid image sort of driving into the car park at St Leonard's, and in those days you drove in and all that sort of thing, and I looked around the car park, there's all these cars there, and they'd all been driven by employees of the company that I, for heaven's sake, was now in charge of. I thought, oh my goodness me, what if I stuff it up? What if I make a mistake? I mean, all these people, they'll be out of work, and I felt a tremendous responsibility that, I've been working on my way climbing up the pyramid. Now I got to the top of this particular pyramid, and all of a sudden the world's out there, and I got to, the livelihood of those people, their families depended on me and my team, and it's a very serious situation. But it works because I really did care. I really paid a lot of attention to those big issues. I tried to work out what the big issues and paid a lot of attention to them. And unfortunately, I had to let some of the other issues slide away.
One of our greatest collective weaknesses is a strive for perfectionism and imposing that on others. And so a part of leadership is to know what matters, make sure those things are properly resourced, properly thought through, but then to recognise there are a whole range of other things where you just got to get them done as effectively as you can and get on and move on and so on. So concepts like success, failure, and how you handle those, and ultimately what it comes down to is something to do with a learning environment, an environment where not only is the success of the project important, or the outcome of the project, but just as important is what your team and you are learning on